What's good, YouTube? Yerp. Welcome to January 16th, or at least the day I'm recording this is January 16th. I might edit it. Shout out to the fact that it's dark as hell outside because I'm driving home from work. And I figured, stuck in traffic, might as well record a short update video on the resolutions, maybe tell some other story time or like life lore. So, quick update on the resolutions. Resolution 1. About eating better and exercising. Doing all right. For the eating better part, I've only had one day that I've went past my calorie quota. Other than that, I've had like a few where I'm right at it pretty much. But for the most part, I've been able to keep it at the calorie quota and then also do a little bit of supplemental exercise to shed some calories off. Make sure it's a-okay, you know. In terms of exercise, I'm probably not faring as well as the good eating. I've been doing better about what I eat. Exercise like every other day. I'll hop on the exercise bike for half an hour or take like a 45-minute walk. So nothing crazy, but enough where at least I'm getting active and making sure that I'm not going to feel completely just bleh. It's the right amount where I'm not sore, but I've done something at least to stay active. So that's the update for resolution 1. For resolution 2, about the budgeting, that one's looking a little trickier. I have tracked every expense that I've had, including the few cash transactions I ever do, which is just like occasionally I'll buy food and with cash or whatever. But everything's recorded. It's just a matter of I've only got 2 weeks of history, really, 2.5 weeks that are like strictly tracked. So it's kind of hard to like tell if I'm overspending or underspending just yet. I know I've been pretty close and about to overdraft on my checking because I do send quite a bit to either my joint account with my fiance Melissa. We have one that we use to cover a lot of our stuff that's combined. So I tend to only keep whatever I need for like stuff that I'm personally gonna spend on or eat in my account, plus the bills. Since she's not moved in yet, she's moving in once we're officially married because, you know, that's just how Hispanic families are, I guess. I've been paying all the bills out of my pocket instead, beyond the mortgage. The mortgage we're both paying for, but right now the bills are mine. And I don't want to have her pay for them if she's not living there yet, full time, you know. So, yeah. So the second resolution is not going to be super fruitful yet. I don't really have a baseline for what's good or bad spending. I mean, any spending theoretically is bad if you're being frugal, which I'm trying to be. In terms of being a more responsible consumer, can't really say I've done too many strides in that effort either. I still do buy random shit on Amazon if it's convenient or if Amazon Haul's got a deal, which is cheap, but I know damn well I'm hurting some poor child labor somewhere, you know. But what more can you do? It's either go and look for something at like a dollar store or go somewhere super expensive for kitchen stuff like Williams-Sonoma. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Or I could just go to Amazon and get some, not necessarily equivalent, but good enough bullshit for like $2, you know? For like spatulas and other smaller cookware. But whatever. So that I'll stop yapping about my resolutions. That's the second one. Not going super hot, but with due time, it'll make sense. I figured I'd use the rest of the video for a little bit of story time. And I wanted to talk about something I hold near and dear to my heart, which is video games. Go figure. No one on YouTube's ever said this before. But I wanted to kind of talk about the ones that turn into bigger hobbies, you know? Like, I don't know. And just ones that are kind of like a transition between phases of your life. Because I feel like, for me at least, being a 1999 baby and then having my little brothers each be 2 years younger than the next. I have two brothers. One of them's a 01 baby, one of them's a 03 baby. And our cousin's beginning of 04. So we all kind of grew up close enough in age range where we grew up with the same games. And the first game that me, my two brothers, and my cousin, we all just played together and always laughed our asses off at and loved was Little Big Planet. And Little Big Planet, I think, kind of, set the scene in my mind that I just think sandbox games are badass. They're so fun. infinitely replayable. There's just so much shit you can do and so many like ways to do it that don't necessarily feel like the right way, but they're your way, you know? And Little Big Planet, I think, accomplishes that pretty good. You can do levels without dying if you really wanted to get the achievement done. Or if you really want to be entertaining, you can do the checkpoints where you got to throw a sticker on and just do stupid shit. Throw stickers everywhere. You can punch people that you're playing with. You can, there was also the creator levels. That was always really fun. We would, use some of the sticker cutouts to like make cars, of course. You can make it out of physics objects as well, hop in it, make little chase scenes, make little movies or like cut scenes and stuff. And that circuit board system where you get to like do events to make the AI walk around and do things, or cue songs at certain parts, move the camera, break stuff, use pulleys. All that shit was so cool. That was an incredible game. And that point probably doesn't make that much sense. I go on this whole tangent. I love Little Big Planet. But I think, and I don't think there's any proof for this in terms of if anybody else would feel the same way. I think Little Big Planet, a lot of the players of that probably had a phenomenal time switching over to Minecraft. Because Minecraft gives you that similar level of creativity. You kind of build whatever you want. In some ways, vanilla Minecraft does kind of force you to be a little more outside of the box with the way you think about shit, or you have to like give meaning to things, as opposed to Little Big Planet's circuit board system, cameras, all that. There's a little more stuff going on. It just, you know, that 3-layer thing where you only have the 3 layers plus the background. But I think Little Big Planet and Minecraft, those are 2 games that if I could, I would make sure that my future children get to experience both of those, because those games just hit the perfect creative itch and also satisfy like logical thinking and resource management and all these other things that can kind of translate to other life skills and just thinking outside of the box. And it's one of those things where I don't know, it's just great. I love that there's video games like that. And in that same vein, it's not necessarily as creative because you're just mimicking other music, but I think rhythm games are another great genre that it does get appreciated, but I feel like there's certain games that don't get appreciated nearly enough. And that being Rock Band. The Rock Band series, God, I love Rock Band. I didn't play 4 just because I didn't have a PS4 at the time. I got a PS4 kind of like late into the console's life cycle. But Rock Band's 1, 2, 3, Beatles Rock Band, Green Day Rock Band, and Lego Rock Band, that's the other one. Had all of those, played them all to hell like crazy. And I feel like just having rhythm games that put it to popular songs, normal songs, not to say that there's any, you know, less value to those arcadey ones where you're just like playing and putting $1 of credits in each time and playing some random Japanese song with Taiko or whatever. But I don't know, there's something so cool and organic about having a game with 100 songs, a variety of genres, an endless set list, and especially with Rock Band 2 when they added it, being able to create your own band and customize your character, name the band, pick the venues. Just shit like that was so cool. And it really like made me just have enough of a love for rhythm and music and stuff that later on, especially during COVID when everybody was kind of stuck at home, I started playing guitar, learn a little bit more, started trying to, you know, keep myself in tune with music culture, music media more. It's when I really started using Spotify like crazy as well, which Spotify is evil. I should really move away from them, but I don't know. I don't know if Apple Music's necessarily any better. And I do not want to spend hundreds to thousands of dollars buying everything on vinyl or physical media, because that just seems excessive. But enough for that tangent. Spotify is evil. Everybody knows that. But yeah, just Rock Band really just made me love music and appreciate it so much more and actually want to play it as well. And Rocksmith kind of does that same thing. It scratches that same itch, but even better. Rocksmith, I've got probably 1,000+ hours at this point. I love guitar. I am not particularly good at it. Like, I can do plenty of new metal and chug riffs and stuff like that. I can strum decently fast. I can do alternate picking, but there's still some licks I'm never gonna be able to hit. And there's certain solos I'll just never be able to know off the dome. Like some of them where you're just kind of noodling, going crazy, and it just sounds okay enough I can get through. But yeah, I don't know. So let me know in the comments if there's any video games you have that really just are dear to your heart, or kind of established a hobby, or just something that built your personality up and made you into the human you are today. Because it's something that definitely the media doesn't demonize games as much as they used to, but it's just one of those things where I feel like people just think, oh, you're playing video games, you're just being useless. But there's definitely ones that teach you certain life skills, tell a great story, or make you more competent or confident or happy. But yeah, feel free to comment. Let me know if I'm speaking BS, if I'm out of pocket talking random shit about Spotify. I know there's gonna be some Spotify defenders, probably some Israeli defenders as well. I won't get into that because I'll let you know I do not fuck with Israel. Evil ass country. The US is evil too, but you know, whatever. And that's my car yelling at me because there's a slight turn in the freeway, and it was like, your hands aren't on the wheel. But yeah, that's enough semi-distracted driving. Not really, because I'm just talking out my ass. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to you guys soon.